For years, fans of The Incredible Hulk have wondered what really went on behind the scenes. The truth about the friendship between Lou Ferrigno, the green-skinned powerhouse, and Bill Bixby, the man who played his human alter ego, Dr. David Banner. But now, decades later, Ferrigno has broken his silence. At last, he's telling the world what Bill Bixby was really like on set, and his confession will surprise even the most devoted fans. When The Incredible Hulk first aired in 1977, it wasn't just another TV show, it was a cultural phenomenon. Week after week, millions tuned in to watch the tragic story of Dr. David Banner, a man cursed to transform into the monstrous Hulk whenever anger took hold. And while audiences were captivated by the special effects and action, it was the chemistry between Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno that made the show unforgettable. Ferrigno, a former Mr. Universe and bodybuilding icon, was cast as the Hulk when he was just 26 years old. Towering and powerful, he was the perfect physical embodiment of rage and strength. Bixby, already a seasoned actor known for My Favorite Martian and The Courtship of Eddie's Father, brought intellect and emotion to the role of Banner. Together, they became the two halves of one of television's most iconic characters. But according to Lou Ferrigno, their relationship off-camera wasn't what fans might imagine. People think we were just co-stars, Ferrigno recently revealed, but Bill was so much more than that to me. He was my mentor and, in many ways, like a brother. Still, their friendship had a complicated start. Ferrigno admits he was intimidated by Bixby in the beginning. Bill was a perfectionist, he said. He demanded excellence from everyone, including himself. If a scene wasn't right, he'd stop everything and make sure it was fixed. At first, I thought he was being tough on me, but later I realized he was teaching me how to be a professional. Behind the scenes, the production was grueling. The Hulk makeup took nearly 4 hours to apply, and Ferrigno spent long days covered in green paint under hot studio lights. Bill always noticed when I was struggling, Ferrigno recalled. He'd come over quietly between takes, put his hand on my shoulder, and say, "Hang in there. Lou, you're doing great." That quiet encouragement meant the world to Ferrigno. I had grown up deaf in one ear and was bullied a lot as a kid, he explained. I didn't have many people believe in me. But Bill did. He saw something in me that others didn't. Over time, their bond deepened. When cameras stopped rolling, Bixby would often invite Ferrigno to his trailer to talk about life, family, and the meaning behind their work. He told me that The Incredible Hulk wasn't just about anger or destruction, Ferrigno said. It was about pain, about the human struggle, about how we all have a Hulk inside of us. But there were darker moments too. Bixby was fighting personal battles even as the show thrived. His marriage had ended, and in 1981, endured the devastating loss of his 6-year-old son, Christopher. Ferrigno remembers that time vividly. Bill came to work heartbroken, he said. You could see the pain in his eyes. But he still gave everything to the show. He channeled that grief into his performance, and it made his portrayal of Banner even more powerful. When The Incredible Hulk ended in 1982, the two men stayed close. They reunited several times for TV movies like The Trial of the Incredible Hulk and The Death of the Incredible Hulk, which aired in 1990. By then, Bill Bixby was not just a co-star, he was family. He called me his green brother, Ferrigno said with a smile. We'd laugh about that all the time. Sadly, their story took a heartbreaking turn. In 1993, Bill Bixby was diagnosed with prostate cancer. Even as his health declined, he continued to work, directing episodes of Blossom and staying in touch with Ferrigno. He never complained, Lou said softly. He just wanted to keep creating, to keep living. That's who Bill was, strong, kind, and full of grace. Just days before Bixby passed away at 59, Ferrigno visited him one last time. He was weak, but when he saw me, he smiled, Ferrigno recalled. He said, Lou, we made history, didn't we? I told him, yes, Bill, we sure did. That was the last time I saw him. Today, more than 30 years later, Lou Ferrigno still carries Bill Bixby's lessons with him. I owe my career to Bill, he said. He taught me patience, discipline, and how to connect with people through emotion, not just strength. And when fans ask him what Bixby was really like, Ferrigno's answer is always the same. He was a gentleman, a teacher, a man who cared deeply about everyone around him. Bill wasn't just acting, he was living those emotions every day. For Lou Ferrigno, The Incredible Hulk wasn't just a show, it was a life-changing experience shaped by a remarkable man. When I look back, he said, I don't just remember the green paint or the fame. I remember Bill. I remember his kindness. And I remember how lucky I was to call him my friend. Even now, fans still feel that chemistry when they watch old episodes. The unspoken bond between Banner and the Hulk, between two men who, in real life, shared a connection deeper than any script could capture. And that's the truth. Lou Ferrigno wants the world to know. Behind the rage, there was heart. And behind the Hulk, there was Bill Bixby.